Hello, friends. It's a lovely, sunny, perfect day outside today. And for this video blog, I kind of want to get to the gist of what a blog is. A blog is your way of talking about what's on your mind. And even though it is a perfect day outside today, I think I'd like to talk a little bit about work ethic. And let me preface this by saying I sort of include myself in this a bit because by no means am I perfect. I've never been the perfect employee at any of the jobs that I have done. But I will say one thing, and maybe work ethic is not the title I want to use, but it's the one I'm going to go with. Um, I've always tried at my job. I will say that. Um, I'm not saying I've never, shirked doing a 100% job because everybody has. I mean, you can say you work your butt off all the time, but there's been times where you've kind of, I'll skate by here and I'll skate by there. But the difference between that is whether you do it once in a while, like everybody has, and if you say you never have, you're lying. Um, but then there's the point of work ethic as far as not really caring about your job. And of all the jobs I've had, I've always wanted to do a good job. So there's sort of the fine line between, you know, having that mental lapse of messing up, making a mistake, screwing up, however you want to word it, and continuously shirking a responsibility, for lack of a better term. And this goes for young and old. So it's not just this old guy sitting here going, "You damn kids, blah 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 blah," because that's totally not it. However, if you're a person that's getting ready to enter your career or whatnot, the jobs that you have working up to that point will basically show what kind of employee that you're going to be in your career. Now, you may be doing something you totally hate, but if you do it to make a living or if you do it because you have to, you're going to take a little bit of pride knowing that you're going to get a paycheck so you can survive another week. And even though you hate the job, you're still going to do it the best you can. And how do I want to word this? For example, if you are a young person doing a job as you work up to getting a position in the career that you're choosing, by these lesser jobs, and there are some people that I'll freely admit, once they get into their career choice, they pull a complete 180 or 360, depending on if you're Gorilla Monsoon or not. Story for another day. But one thing that really stands out to me and it bothers me, and this is something I don't think I've ever done, and if I have, I would really wish that bosses would have pointed it out to me, but I have never pawned off my job onto somebody else, and I think maybe that's the crux of this whole blog, because certain people do that, and they may not mean to do it, but they do. And it gets annoying to those people, let's face it, I'll say it, me, that, because you might complain about it, and people will say, well, we'll just do the same thing. Well, I can't do that. That's not who I am. And I'm not perfect by no means. Am I perfect as an employee, past, present, and probably future? But one thing I will never do is skim what I'm supposed to do off onto somebody else or pawn it off onto somebody else. So it's kind of just rambling here, aren't I? So stop sucking. That's all I'm going to say. Be the best employee you can possibly be. You don't have to bust your butt and sweat to the brow every single minute of every day, because nobody does. But just be the best you can. As the sun comes out, I'll just say, so long, friends.